The ACDP Johannesburg Mayoral candidate will be launching his manifesto in Westbury today. The party has chosen the Union Stadium in the area for this, saying it is a legacy stadium for residents. Tshegohaco Moagi is there and she joins us for details to give us an idea of what we're seeing and hearing on the ground. Tshegohaco.
Well, good morning, Tutu. So, indeed, this particular area of Westbury, we know it to be one that is riddled with gang violence and crime in this particular area. But the ACDP's mayoral candidate saying that, he would like for that to change. And, with this manifesto that he'll be launching today, he'll be giving the residents here an idea of what he would like to bring into this particular area of Westbury, but also in Johannesburg as a whole, Tutu. And we understand that he actually grew up in Westbury, so he understands the difficulties and the challenges that residents here face. But to give us more details about, what he would like to see change in this particular area, I am joined by the ACDP's Johannesburg Mayoral candidate, and that is Bishop Dalton Adams. Bishop, thank you so much for your time. Let's start off with, you grew up in this Westbury area. You know the challenges that people here face. Just give us more details of what people don't necessarily understand fully about the Westbury area.
Westbury is a place that has tremendous rich history. I chose specifically to come to the Union Stadium, or which is what is left of the Union Stadium. This is and was, and it's actually a pity that I've got to speak to it in the past tense, a legacy stadium. I am 59 years of age. This stadium, I founded here. So you can imagine how long the stadium has been here for the people of Westbury. I chose to come here and launch my servant leader action plan stroke manifesto. And behind me you can see small boys playing soccer. And I wanted to bring attention to the plight of the people of Westbury. Not only the people of Westbury, the people of Annandale, the people of Tukomsrus, the people of Eldorado Park, the people of Orange Farm, and the people of where HMPG Stadium in Pretoria. So many of these stadiums has been demolished. The infrastructure has been demolished. So today I want to come and say that when I become the mayor, because I'm a sportsman, I played soccer for Chief 2nd Division, and I played also for Leicester City. So it's in my heart. I want sports to be the main catalyst in changing the lives of the next generations. So that is the reason why Westbury is so very near to my heart. Because in the past, gangsterism and drugs is still a major problem in our community. And I believe sports like this and any other kind of sport will have the ability to catapult our children to the next level.
So what are you then promising the residents of Johannesburg as the mayoral candidate for ACDP?
The first thing that I want to do when I get into the office as mayor is to unleash and to bring out a project called the 7-11 project. It's 7 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the morning. 7-11 meaning that there must be no meetings. No meetings, because there is a deficit and a bankruptcy concerning service delivery. And the challenge that we have in Johannesburg is that the executive mayors, the MMCs, their executives, the CEOs and CFOs and DDGs and HODs and a myriad of them is sitting in offices and don't know what really goes on in the communities. The first order I want to give is that all of us must be on the ground. I call it boots on the ground project. From 7 in the morning to 11. After that, meetings can go until whatever time. But that 7-11 project must be able to identify the service delivery challenges firsthand at cold face. Going into communities like Alexander. Go into communities like Eldorado Park in Westbury. Go to Sandton, see the potholes. Not just drive past, but be physically involved and looking and seeing, because I think we'll be able to see more if we are on the ground. So 7-11 project for me is critical. The second thing that I want to bring about is the issue of, and many of my competitors in the other political parties speaks about the foreign nationals. And that has become a major political point with this election of local government 2021. I don't subscribe to chasing people away immediately. I don't, because in my view, the horse has bolted already. In my view, the porous borders are there. In my view, the borders are not being manned properly, and the fences are open and people are here. So what do we do? So my order would be, is that I would say, I will give foreigners what we call a 6-month moratorium. A 6-month moratorium to tell them, you got 6 months to regularize yourselves. You got 6 months, and then I will marry, and this is the key. I will marry the embassies and the ambassadors and the high commissioners of different nationalities that are in the country. In fact, South Africa brags to have the 3rd largest embassies in the world. And yet we're leaving these embassies to fold hands and sit in ivory towers and not care about their foreign nationals. It's their responsibility. I remember once I was in Nigeria and my passport got lost. I had to go to South African embassy to get my passport. So the responsibility of every national is the responsibility of every nation. I would pull them in, engage with them to be able to say, how do we regularize? How do we get them registered in terms of the paperwork, whether it's asylum seeking, whether it be a study leave, whether it be just working here, economic refugees, it doesn't matter. That's what needs to happen. But it's that engagement in the city of Joburg that I want to bring across for foreign nationals. Because I'm a man of God also. And these are our people. They are human beings. Not everybody in South Africa are not criminals. We get people in South Africa that are causing crime. So not all the Zimbabweans and all the Nigerians and all the Somalians are criminals. There are good people. So we can't let everybody just go. We can't arrest people at 10 o'clock and throw them out at 3 o'clock and just let them. We can't do that. The whole world will frown against us. So those are the 2 major points. The 3rd point for me is opening up the factories. Now around me, there is a lot of factories that are standing dormant and manufacturing has ceased. We have people in these communities, and I'm sure many other communities, that are tradesmen, people who have been doing, things with their hands, and now they're sitting at home. It is going to be one of the first things that I do is to open the factories, to develop skills, and allow the people to have the expertise and the experience to train the younger generations. And that will allow people to begin to, again, be economically viable. The other thing that I want to do, fourthly, is I want to marry programs to sports facilities. A facility cannot stand as a white elephant. It must be programs that you put in place to make sure that the young people who go there are geared to go a certain direction. These are just 4 of the points. More of the points I will mention in my manifesto speech.
Great. Thank you so much, Bishop Dalton Adams. Just giving us details, really very detailed information as to what he will be doing for the residents of the city of Johannesburg should he be elected as the mayor. But he is, of course, from the ACDP and really just saying that, it really is in his heart that sporting facilities are utilized for what they're supposed to be utilized for. And also, you heard other issues of, the foreign nationals, what he will do for them, and also what the plan would then be for the factories that we see lying dormant and no one working there. So that is what we heard now from Bishop Dalton Adams. The manifesto is expected to start at around 11 o'clock.
Very, very interesting points coming out from him, especially with regards to merging all of the different embassies and high commissions. Tshegohaco Moagi in Westbury for us, speaking to Bishop Dalton Adams. Thank you very much.